Alright, it is Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019 at 11:14 a.m. Let's take a look at the weather. Alright, January's bitter cold finish continues as another round of Arctic air arrives in Midwest and East late week. Alright, after a brief moderation in temperature, more Arctic air will arrive late week. Parts of the Midwest could be colder than what was observed in the last few days. The Midwest and East have shivered the last few days through the season's coldest air so far, and another round of Arctic air will send temperatures plummeting again later this week. But first, temperatures will trend a bit milder into midweek before the next round of bitterly cold air arrives. Then Arctic air will seep into the northern plains and upper Midwest Thursday and spread through the Great Lakes and Northeast by Friday, remaining entrenched through parts of those regions over the weekend. For some cities, temperatures late this week could be even colder than what was just experienced in the past few days. The forecast: Friday morning will be brutally cold in much of the Midwest, with lows dipping up to 30 to 35 degrees colder than average for late January. Lows around 10 below zero are possible in Minneapolis and St. Paul and Des Moines, Iowa, the first such readings of cold so far this winter season in both cities. Chicago and Milwaukee could experience the first sub-zero temperatures of the season on Friday morning. The cold air surged into the northeast on Friday, yielding Saturday morning lows in the single digits above and below zero across the interior northeast. Despite the intense cold, few, if any, daily record lows will be threatened. That is because this is the coldest time of the year, and the bar for daily records is quite low. Alright, let's go to the next article. Winter storm Indra spreading snow, ice from the Midwest to the east. So there's rain and snow forecast for the upper northeast. Let's take a look. Winter storm Indra will track across the Midwest into the Northeast into Thursday. The system is not expected to be as strong as Winter storm Harper, but travel impacts are possible along its path. Indra will add snow to some areas just hammered by Harper. Winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories have been issued from the plains to the east. Flooding, rain, and strong winds are possible along the northeastern seaboard. Winter storm Indra will continue to spread a wintry mess of snow and ice from the Midwest into the east through Thursday, blanketing the mountain west and plains early in the week. In most areas, Indra won't produce nearly as much snow as Winter Storm Harper did last weekend. However, Indra will lead to some travel headaches happening now. Indra is still producing an expansive swath of snow from Iowa to the northern New England. Precipitation has been waffling between drizzle, freezing rain, and snow in Chicagoland Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Up to 8 inches of snow has been reported so far in Iowa. Some light icing has reported in Buffalo, New York early Wednesday morning, but that precipitation has changed to rain. Light freezing rain was reported in Rochester, New York, and snow had spread into central and upstate New York and northern Vermont. Another area of light freezing rain has led to slick roads in parts of western North Carolina, triggering accidents in Interstate 40 near Old Fort, about 20 miles east of Asheville. There were even some more reports of light sleet early Wednesday morning in parts of central Texas and Austin, San Antonio metro areas. Current winter alerts. Winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories have been posted from Missouri and Iowa into the Great Lakes and interior Northeast. Among cities included in winter storm warnings are Des Moines, Iowa, Milwaukee, Madison, and Wisconsin. A winter weather advisory for freezing rain is also in effect from upstate South Carolina to western North Carolina Wednesday morning. Blizzard warnings, winter weather advisories, and winter storm watches for potential blowing snow, ground blizzard conditions have also been hoisted in parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota, not related to Indra, late Wednesday into Thursday. Cold air will remain in place in parts of the plain and upper Midwest, but not so much in the Northeast. And Indra's low-pressure system tracks into the Great Lakes by Wednesday night. Along the north of low tracks, temperatures are expected to be cold enough for accumulating snow and or ice. Here is our forecast timeline, followed by the latest snowfall forecast. The area of low pressure will track into eastern Canada, but snow, sleet, and freezing rain will remain possible across parts of the interior northeast from Pennsylvania to northern New England. Some light freezing rain to freezing drizzle may persist in the morning in the Piedmont to western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, and southwestern Virginia. Mainly rain is expected across the Interstate 95 corridor from Boston to New York City and Philadelphia. Some snow may linger in the parts of western Great Lakes, but should end quickly west of the Mississippi River in the upper Midwest. Rain may change to snow before ending Wednesday night from the Tennessee Valley to the Ohio Valley and Appalachians. Alright guys, so there's a lot of weather happening right now. Let's take a look at the snow forecast for the next 120 hours. Here are the areas on the map where snow will be forecast for the next 120 hours. Let's take a look at the National Weather Service. There is blizzard warnings for parts of northeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota and northeastern South Dakota. There's also winter weather advisories for western North Dakota, northern and northeastern South Dakota, northeastern Minnesota. For east central Wisconsin, there's winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories. For eastern Iowa and northeastern Illinois. Also for south central New York and northeastern Pennsylvania and southern Maine and New Hampshire. There's also flash flood warnings for parts of Washington, D.C. and Virginia, Maryland, Northern Virginia, and Western Virginia, for parts of Boston and surrounding areas, and Northern Ohio. That's from the snow and rain happening right now. Alright, let's take a look at the full screen radar. This is what's happening right now. There's rain traveling all the way from Houston, Louisiana, Little Rock, Asheville, Louisville, Cincinnati, going all the way up to Chicago, and then it turns to snow around the Milwaukee and Toronto areas, and Burlington, New York. So on the upper part, it's snow, and in the lower parts, it's rain and storms. There's also snow happening in the Great Falls, Montana, and parts of Iowa. There's also some snow and rain happening near Olympia and Seattle, Washington. Alright, let's take a look at the current temperatures. Right now in Washington it's 47 degrees. In Oregon it's 43 and 51 degrees. In California it is 46 degrees, 35 degrees, 44 degrees, so it's a bit cooler. In Texas it's 28 degrees, 27 degrees, 37 degrees, and 44 degrees. It is 33 degrees and 65 degrees in Louisiana. Florida has 68, 66, 71, and 76 in the lower parts of Florida. Georgia has 48 degrees. South Carolina has 61 degrees. North Carolina has 42 degrees on the western side and 40 and 52 degrees on the eastern side. There is 30 degrees in Massachusetts, 26 degrees in Vermont, and 7 degrees in the northern part of Maine, while the southern part of Maine has 27 degrees. Alright, that's it for the weather right now. Guys, please stay safe out there. There's plenty of cold temperatures going around, and the rain, after it freezes, it causes black ice. So please be careful driving out there and stay safe. Alright guys, hit like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. God bless.